Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Lou. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you guys like what you see, which I know you will, please make sure you press that subscribe button that's down below, as well as that bell notification that's next to it, so you guys are notified every single time that I post a new video. I just had a brain fart, but you guys, we're almost at 10K, so please make sure you guys are subscribed and everything. But for today's video, as you guys can already tell by this title, we are going to be talking how to basically pay yourself from your business. Now I think this can relate to any type of thing you're doing, like any type of business, or even if it even has to relate to YouTube in a sense. Now first I'm gonna be telling you guys how I do my money, and then I'm gonna be giving you guys a guideline to this person that I do follow. She's like a marketing person. Some of y'all might know her, but she basically gives you a guideline of what you should follow, what you should or can follow to give you a more structured way to pay yourself. Now I'm not saying that these ways that I'm telling you guys are my personal way that I pay myself, as well as the way that I'm going to be telling you that she tells you. Now these aren't things that are going to work for everybody's situation, so keep that in mind and take everything with a grain of salt, and change a few things here and there. Just change it up to your situation, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. Now when it comes to how I pay myself for my business, since you guys, if you guys don't know, I don't know how long you guys have been following me, but I don't work anymore, which I basically am an entrepreneur and I just work for myself. Now my business is still relatively like small, so how can I say it, like depending on what month it is, because in the past 2 months I've been doing like really good. Like I've been getting like up to like 2,500, yeah, around like 2,500 sales every month, which I know, like I said, isn't like that much, or it could be a lot to some people. To me, it's relatively fine. It's not nowhere where I want to be, but for a small business, I'm not really complaining, and my bills get paid, so I'm not really complaining. But yeah, so around that much. And like one of my bad months would be like around $1,000 a month. Like I said, that might be a small little amount now, but yeah, so that's around how much that I would get for my business. Now let's go from let me calculate it from me getting like the least amount that month, which is like the lowest amount that I would get, which is roughly around $1,000. Let me just say $1,000 off cap, so I can make the math easier for myself. So basically off that $1,000 I would make that month, I would basically separate it. Now that $1,000 I would off rip, I would pay myself $300. Now I didn't start off by doing it like this, honestly. For the most part, I actually kind of left the money in my account and not touch it at all, but for a majority of the time now I do take out $300 like from that $1,000 that I get. Then I would basically use the money that I would need to stock up on my inventory, like whatever inventory that I need that month or for the upcoming month, I would take it out of that $1,000 that I got. So after I took out the $300, I only have $700 left. So if my inventory is about like $300, another $300, I'll be left with $400 basically. And basically I would leave that $400 in my bank account just to sit there, because you never know when you will need that money. Now that's basically how I pay myself. Now it has changed a little bit throughout the months, because now I do YouTube and I do get paid from YouTube as well. So that's kind of like two sources of income. I kind of have three, but this is like kind of like two sources of income that I do have now. And now when I do calculate like all my expenses and stuff like that, I relatively kind of don't even touch my business account, because the amount that I make on YouTube kind of covers all my expenses and stuff like that. Now the only time that I would touch the business account is if I need to buy inventory, which I wouldn't clearly take it out of my YouTube paycheck because it doesn't have to do with the business. So that would probably be the only thing that I use from my business account, is just to up my inventory and stuff like that. But like I said, I basically let the money sit there, because you never know what you would need that money for. If it's like, I don't know, you never know what would happen and you would need that money. So I would highly suggest you at least have something sitting in your business account, just in case any unexpected unexpected thing come up for you to, you know, basically have to, you know, come out of pocket last minute, and you'll be okay because you have some money sitting around in your business account. Now I'm gonna be telling you guys a way that her name is called Marketing Monroe. I think that's what it's called, Marketing Monroe. If it's not it, I'm gonna link her Instagram or the name of her Instagram in the description bar down below, so you guys can go check her out. She actually has like different types of books and stuff like that she does sell to help people market their business and stuff like that. She actually has you guys, this is not sponsored, I just happened to fail on her page, and I really love the way that she does her page and stuff like that, and she gives a lot of like helpful tips and stuff. So if you're in a business, I would highly suggest you follow her, because like I said, she does give good advice on marketing and stuff. So but yeah, so what basically the guidelines that she tells you to do for basically paying yourself is 40% goes into like your business recurring expenses, like for instance marketing, your product, rent, like things like that, inventory. So about 40% of the amount that you make every month from your business, set that aside for basically those type of things. Like if you have if you're paying for a suite, that could be something for rent. If inventory, like things like that for marketing, because you know, if you're marketing on Instagram and stuff, you set aside that amount in that 40%, so you can basically have that as something to, you know, it's something that reoccurs every single month. And then now she says 30% of that amount that you get is going to be your salary, which is basically how much you're going to pay yourself. Like I said, back to the example where I said the $1,000. Now from that $1,000, if you take out 30%, which is to pay yourself, you would basically pay yourself $300, and so on and so forth. You guys can do the math with 30%. But yeah, so and then 20% she did put for other employees. Now for me, since I am like a one-person show, like I don't necessarily pay anybody to do anything for me, I do everything. So that 20%, I high-key sometimes will add it to the monthly salary. Either you can do that, or you just can add that to the next one, which I'm gonna be talking about, is the 15% that's left out of that 100 to stay in your business savings account. Now if you don't have any like employees that you have to pay salary and all that extra stuff for, you would add that 20% to that 15%, and that would just be the amount that basically stays in your business savings account. Now again, like I said, all these, like, you know, numbers and stuff like that, it depends on the person. It's not something that works for everyone. Like for instance, if someone basically have their business, and their business is the only source of income that they have to pay everything, I wouldn't really go with these numbers, because you never know. I don't know how much your bill is. The amount that you make from your business, it might be the exact amount that you need to pay your bills and all that extra stuff. So then when it comes to that, you basically would have to try to make more money, so you can at least have something to basically save up. And one thing that I really want to touch on before I finish this video is the main reason why I keep, like, you know, extra money in my business account. One, yes, you don't know when you'll have unexpected, you know, expenses and stuff, so that's one of them. And also second, your small business, if it is something that you just really want to do, you always want to reinvest your money back into your business. Even if it's you buying any other things that'll make your business better, you can do that. Or for me, I would sometimes use some money that I do save up for my business, and I'll just invest into other things, like if it's Forex, or I don't know, like anything else that you were looking into doing. Like you can go into doing classes and stuff like that. If you're doing hair, go into doing hair and stuff like that. Get a hair class. Again, like me, I want to go into a marketing class, just so I can know a little more back end of how to, you know, market products and stuff like that, and find a target audience and stuff. So that money that you save up, you can that's basically you reinvesting in your business, or you starting a side hustle, because you never know, the side hustle that you start you dabble into from that business can actually, you know, profit more than your business that you started off with. So that's how I think about it. That's how I, you know, spread my money around. Now I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna stay like this, like, you know, for a while. As you continue to add different sources of income, honestly, if you are an entrepreneur, I would at least say at least have 5. Millionaires have at least 7 sources of income, so at least have like 5. So try to dabble into other things that you can do to add more sources of income, so you can save money, and so you can dabble into other things or reinvest in your business if you're not making enough for you to reinvest, if that makes sense. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If it was helpful in any type of way, make sure you guys share it on your social media or anywhere, or to anyone that you might think that it's helpful for. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.